with honors. And that's a boy that would have been that had been written off before he came to us. In fact, he was so bad, some of us wanted to write him off. Ain't nothing but the truth.
And I would like to add that some of our graduates have graduated from Suncoast, and some have graduated from Dreyfus School of the Arts with a presidential scholarship to Florida A&M. We have some going to Kansas, some going to University of Florida. So they are all over. And we are very, very proud of our students, very proud.
It's also significant, we'd like to think, that this initiative, which as stated by people who have been responding so far, and we're getting responses from all around the country as this is being picked up, that this initiative is coming out of West Palm Beach, Florida, of all places. Obviously, West Palm Beach is not one of your larger metropolitan areas in the country, so the fact that this particular theme of this walk and the reasons for which we're going to take this walk, and the fact that it's not your traditional protest or complaining kind of a situation, is beginning to capture the imagination of people of all races, in fact, because we're getting responses from all kinds of people to this thing. Wanted to know, for example, if white people will be allowed to join the walk, if Asians or Hispanics will be allowed to join the walk. Well, if you're as crazy as I am and willing to get out there and try, then you're welcome to join the fray.
I'm sorry that we were a few minutes late. Can you pronounce your full name for me, please?
It's Amefika Geuka. You're welcome. Are there any other questions?
I hope to see you all come back at the end when Mr. Geuka returns to West Palm Beach, and we can sit down and talk about the walk again.
Actually, on the day that we're leaving, we'd love to see you all present
Right.
as well.
Okay.
I'd also like to ask you all to sign in, all the media present, before you leave, if we can have you all sign in.
And let me also say, in conjunction with that, the march actually begins Wednesday morning, July the 15th, promptly at 9 o'clock. So we'll start assembling, of course, probably as early as 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. But we will actually step out. That first step, journey of 1,000 miles, we'll step out of here in this parking lot at 9 o'clock on that morning. We will travel east on 45th Street to Broadway, and then, of course, we will be taking US 1 all the way to Jacksonville. And then we'll go on 17 or something like that. But you can get that route from us if you're interested in that. But we will have a festive day of activities here the day before we leave on the 14th, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning with an enrollment fair, because we're obviously in the midst of our enrollment for next year. We're at about 80 students so far. We are trying to get our enrollment up to at least 140. So we will hopefully have a good turnout of people on that day, and then in the afternoon we will have some more programming, and in the evening we will have a one-woman performance that is dedicated to Fannie Lou Hamer. And we encourage you to come and check out that performance. That's a very powerful performance, and of course Fannie Lou Hamer is a giant in contemporary history in this country with the work that she did out in Mississippi, especially around voter registration types of events, but she was also a big proponent, obviously, of education, and of education that took into consideration the needs of children who were not being effectively educated in the system. And then we will have a festive occasion when we return from the culmination of our event in Washington, D.C., and there is a group of people that's organizing what we hope will be a major event in Washington, D.C. that's scheduled to take place on Thursday, August the 13th. Remember, I'm scheduled to arrive on the 12th, and they'll have me, I guess, being interviewed by the media in Washington on that day, and then the next day we will do the march around Washington, or the walk around Washington, when we will give the proclamations in the vicinity of the White House and the U.S. Department of Education. So you all welcome to join us and participate in the festivities.
So you were able to stay.
In fact, you might as well get to know this too. Someone asked me, what am I going to do if I do successfully complete this walk? I said, I'm going to challenge Charles Barkley to a 50-meter race in Malcolm X Park.